Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Madame Lusa, and welcome to Reach. This is one of, if not the first Halo game I really had experienced. I think I played Halo 2 earlier, or before, but this is the first one that I truly played. This is the one that I really got into. It's what was basically Reach was my Halo 3, I guess is the way to put it. I spent countless hours in 4, countless hours playing online, and of course, the topic of many Let's Plays. Many hours in campaign. Today, I show you through that campaign, as well as some of the wonderful stuff that is hidden inside it. Because there are many little Easter eggs or collectibles that you can find along the way that you maybe don't know about. Without further ado though, let's start. We'll go over some of the options you have in the menus here at later points. Some of the stuff which is likely to no longer be available by the time you see this video. But for today, we'll just be going through the game on normal difficulty.
Contact with Visegrad Relay was lost last night. All signals flatlined at 2600 hours. I responded with trooper fire teams, which have since been declared MIA.
And now you're sending us.
The Office of Naval Intelligence believes deployment of a Spartan team is a gross misallocation of valuable resources. I disagree.
Commander.
So that's our new number 6.
Ken, you read her file?
Only the parts that weren't covered in black ink.
Anyone claim responsibility, sir?
Oni thinks it might be the local insurrection. 5 months ago, they pulled a similar job on Harmony. Hit a relay to take out our eyes and ears, then stole 2 freighters from dry dock. That cannot happen here. Reach is too damn important. I want that relay back online, Noble One.
Sir, consider it done.
Then I'll see you on the other side. Holland out.
Lieutenant.
Commander, sir.
I'm Carter, Noble Team's leader. That's Kat, Noble 2, Emil and George 4 and 5. You're riding with me, Noble 6. Not gonna lie to you, Lieutenant. You're stepping into some shoes the rest of the squad would rather leave unfilled. Me, I'm just happy to have Noble back up to full strength. Just one thing, I've seen your file, even the parts the Oni censors didn't want me to. And Glad to have your skill set. But we're a team. That lone wolf stuff stays behind. Clear?
Got it, sir.
Welcome to Reach. Listen up, Noble Team. We're looking at a down relay outpost 50 clicks from Visegrad. We're gonna introduce ourselves to whoever took it out, and then Kat's gonna get it back online.
Get me under the hood, Commander.
So why would rebels want to cut off Reach from the rest of the colonies?
You get a chance, maybe you can ask him, George.
Commander, we just lost our signal with HQ.
Backup channels?
Searching. Nada. Can't say what's jamming us.
You heard her. Dead zone confirmed. Command will not be keeping us company this trip.
I'm lonely already.
Shoot down attempts are likely, so keep your distance.
Yes, sir.
Let's stay focused. Watch your sectors.
There's the communications outpost.
Reading a distress beacon.
Alright. It's this time, like with many Halo games before, that just asks us if we want to toggle to invert. I do not. I would rather keep it the way it is.
Put us down on the bluff.
I'm gonna actually just real quickly turn them on, because I don't know how loud the audio is right now.
June, I want your eyes in the sky. Sir. Let's go, 6.
Hold exit,
Noble Team,
and we're out.
watch the approach.
Welcome to Reach. As you all have seen, I'm playing on the Xbox 360, though it is far more recommended that you play this on the Master Chief Collection. And honestly, the Master Chief Collection has made better since this game got released.
Just south of you, Commander. We're close.
Our destination,
Eyes peeled.
at least for this moment, is right down here. This burned warthog.
Found a beacon. Make out any ID?
Negative, but it's military.
So where are the troopers?
That seems to be the question.
Explosives residue.
Noble 3, can you confirm any EX residue in the area?
Negative, sir. Can't be. Not on Reach.
Alright, Noble, looks like there's nothing here. Let's move on.
On what it is.
Structure, boss.
Circle west and check it out. Noble Team, you have permission to engage, but be selective. We don't need to telegraph our presence.
You got it. Showing over here, we got some burbs. Some wonderful burbs. Do not shoot the burbs unless you're going for the achievement to shoot 7 in a single mission, in which case, do shoot burbs. But as I was saying, I would highly recommend playing this game on Master Chief Collection. The only reason that I'm not is because I want to show off what the game originally had on it when it was released.
Going quiet. I'm right behind you.
I want to show what the game had when it originally released, as well as what is no longer available and what has impacted Master Chief Collection since it was released on here.
Look at them.
Ask them what they're doing here.
Mitgerestigit.
Magnum katuk min Holly.
Hiding, sir.
Take nab aje, as som sidot isha jordadyat. She called us.
Neighbors were attacked last night. He heard screams, gunfire, stopped around sunrise. Says something in the fields killed his son.
Commander, be advised. I'm reading heat signatures in that structure directly east of your position. Over.
Copy that. Get them back inside.
Osman tam defoli. Getting?
And our destination is right there.
Noble team, double time it.
And now for one of the many things that Reach is probably most well known for. The addition of abilities. Pickup abilities, to be precise. Our first one that we're introduced to is Sprint. Something that the Halo series has never had.
Fill me in, Commander. What are you seeing? Over.
It's something that is still very contentious to this day.
Looks like they were interrogated. It's messy.
Everyone goes back and forth on whether having Sprint is good or not. But considering it has stayed around, well,
June, you see anything?
I'd say that's for the best.
Thermal screen.
Head on in here. Around the corner.
Boss, I see movement outside your structure.
Noble 2, move up to the west.
And there we have our first show of the Covenant. Our main enemies, I'll talk about them more in a second. Let me talk about our weapons starting off here. First off, we got our assault rifle. Standard issue. We'll be starting with it a lot throughout this journey, and it is one of the weapons that you'll start with the most in multiplayer. Automatic, not exactly the greatest thing around, but it gets the job done when if needed. Typically won't take down an enemy shield and health in one go. You'll need to do it all separately. Press left trigger if using controller to fire a grenade. There are two different types of grenades. If I can change it, I don't remember how to, but there are two different types of grenades. One, there are frag grenades, and there are plasma grenades. There might be more in this game. I don't quite remember, but I don't believe so. Frag grenades just bounce around and have a heavy explosion. Plasma grenades stick to enemies or surfaces after one bounce or so. Keep that in mind. As you see, we start off with a lot of ammo on our starting weapons. However, we don't have a scope with our assault rifle. Instead, we have binoculars. If we switch to our Magnum, however, we do have a small scope here. Speaking of the Magnum, this one isn't that bad. It's not the Halo 1 Magnum, for those of you who have played it, but it's definitely not the Halo 3 Magnum or Halo 2 Magnum as well. The Halo Reach Magnum is a short-range weapon, but it can also be used at range if you're good enough with it. It will typically take down grunts and jackals in one headshot, though it will take many, many more for enemies like elites. Speaking of which, those are the enemies that we've been fighting for most of this so far. Grunts are typically support. They're really easy to kill, but they have plasma pistols, which will drain your shield really fast, or needlers, which can cause a super combust. We'll talk more about that once we pick it up. I'm gonna Alright. Take down them. And here we have our first elites. Elites have shields, and are typically very, very smart. Especially in this game on Legendary. They're some of the most dangerous enemies in this game. It can take around 2 to 3 melees to take them down. They're the only... And that's one of the great things about Halo. The fact that melees aren't insta-kills, but they're also very, very satisfying.
Number 3, requesting airlift. Over.
Cat's gonna be heading off to the recon. It's up to us to find this squad and hopefully bring it to safety. Here, we got our first drivable vehicle. It's not much, but it's basically a warthog because, yep, George will hop on it and use it as, here's the platform as a turret. Vehicles could be anywhere between 3 to 1 passengers. There are a few 2-person vehicles. I don't think there's any 4-person vehicles in this game. But yeah. But our objective is simple. Find out where our fellow allies are and hopefully bring them to safety. Remember to melee if they get close. Sounds simple, but you don't always remember such things. Go around behind, take them down. What else do we have here? There's 2 more dots on the minimap. I believe that they are below. Yep. I was going to try and get a stick there, but I guess I'm not showing it off. In some Halo games, the Magnum can one-shot HUD if shields are down. Sadly, this does not seem to be one of them. I didn't quite remember that, but I'm remembering it now. Also, something else that about Halo Reach that most other Halo games don't have. You can see that, as you can see on the top of our screen, we have a shield and we have a health bar. Health bars are not typical in Halo games. There has not been a health bar in many. I believe the only ones are this and Halo 1. I don't know if you can count the adrenaline bar in Halo 3 ODST a health bar exactly, since you can still take damage after it depletes. But we will need to find a health pack in order to refill that. And here, we have a data pad. 1 of 10. They are killing us and letting us die even though they know, but they let us die. Why? Minutes plenary session committee of minds for society. Now, on to the new business. What the frick is that? Consideration of the minority's request for a new line of inquiry. How have our creators, and thus their artificial creations, evolved to this present state without encountering a hostile civilization, incapable of our own annihilation? Majority opinion has long held that only the incalculable immensity of space has protected our creators. That space is full of boundless wonders, and it is the gulf between those wonders that has kept our creators alive. We, the minds of this community, respectfully disagree. If there are wolves among the stars, we cannot rely on mere distance to safeguard our flock. Our kind is wholly reliant on the creators for our existence. If they perish, so shall we. And, as the committee has long maintained, who else but this assembly will save our creators from themselves? As such, we propose immediate, vigorous modeling of first contact scenarios. So long as all connections between this assembly and the data from these models are obfuscated in perpetuity, the majority agrees. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I'm guessing that it's likely hinting towards first contact with the Covenant. Which, considering we're at war with them, yeah, that did not go well.
Boss, I'm showing more activity to the east.
We get it.
Check it out.
Roger, 3. We're en route.
Head down here. And we see another little outpost or settlement of some sort. Reach is an inhabited planet, and for a long time it was thought impenetrable. So as we see here, That is not the case. Alright. I'm gonna actually get rid of our pistol and instead change it out for the plasma repeater. Covenant weapons are unique. All of them work very differently, and the plasma repeater does pretty good energy damage. It will drain enemy shields quite quickly compared to that of human weapons. I'm probably gonna die here by trying to show it off. As you can see, our health is in the red as well, so that's also not good. We'll wait a little bit, and your health recharges. Grunts can also take out grenades and throw them at them, or they can also charge at you with grenades. We will see that especially in one mission later on. As you fire the plasma repeater, it will slow down. You can press X to vent the heat in it. You cannot, in battery weapons such as the plasma repeater, you cannot get more ammo. You must pick up another one.
Let's move, Six. We gotta find the source.
No disrespect, but don't we have more important things to do than round up strays? We don't leave people behind.
You see those troopers? You let me know.
Noble,
Alright.
I'm seeing possible friendly forces under attack, south of your position. Over.
We're under attack. Repeat, Mayday. Mayday, 3 Charlie 6. We are under attack by the Covenant. I got wounded. Cannot hold this position.
We need to find those troopers now.
As far as I know, these troopers' only position can be at where we just were, or this location right here. I don't know if it's where you go first, but I do know that it's possible for them to be over at the other location. It's happened to me before. I'm gonna try and find a health pack real quickly. That's a gunship, and it will target you if it sees you, so keep that in mind. It does heavy damage as well, especially on high difficulties. And here... Oh... We got a shotgun. As you would expect for a shotgun in a video game, short range, but very powerful in that range. We see some dead civilians here. Clearly things have gone to shit.
Noble 3, we've located the trooper squad. Request immediate evac. Mark order.
Alright.
Solid copy, Commander. Recalling Falcon Charlie 2. Hold that evac position.
Our objective, as you would guess, keep these Marines safe. They are... You don't have to succeed, but it's obviously a good thing if you do, because they're Marines. They're our friends.
Noble leader, be advised.
We look out for friend.
Found Covenant dropships.
As friends look out for us. Right, friend? You can also give them your weapon.
Clear an LZ.
Sometimes it's good, especially if they have something special like the shotgun or
We know, Corporal.
other things later on. But yeah. I'm going to try and go over every weapon in this game, but not try and go overboard with explaining every single weapon that can appear in one episode. Some weapons might even get shown off in bonus videos, depending on how vigilant I am. Bam. Gotcha. Bam. Ah. Gotcha. Nope. Frick. That was a grenade. That was a bad use of a grenade. And let's see, can I get a stick here? Nope, but I can push it to the right. Also, if your energy is at a certain point, it will actually charge up a few bars. So keep that in mind. Just because you're at 1.1 bar of health, one very small bar of health, that does not mean that you will die. That you are one hit away from death if the shields drop.
LZ is clear. Move in for evac.
Affirmative. Transport inbound.
There is a little conversation there where they mentioned that the Covenant is on reach, and Carter mentions that they know and they're gonna get them out of here. Nothing much, but it's little details like that that makes this game.
We're at the relay outpost. Door's locked. Mechanism's been flash fused.
Can you beat it?
I dial up my torch, cut the way through. Gonna take some time.
Okay. We're en route to your location.
Right. And as we look on, our objective is right there. I was looking at the wrong window. Whoops. Sorry. I was trying to get the right one, but frick. I promise I play this game more than it probably seems like I do. It has been a little bit, but I am familiar enough with the game, and I do play it pretty reasonably. And now we get to see probably the defining trait of the Jackals for so long. They can carry shields and block all energy or projectile damage. As you can imagine, that can be pretty annoying to deal with. If you shoot them in the hand, though, typically they stop that. So yeah, could talk about the plasma pistol or the heat needler a bit more in detail in this video, but I will not. I could also talk about the DMR now, but we'll get a better chance in the next episode. Because it will be our main weapon there. Let me try it. Nice! Nice! You're not getting me. Let's see here. What did you... I don't know where your weapon is, dang it. Because I blasted you back to Kingdom Come. Only got 4 battery left, so... Ah, there we go. There's his plasma repeater. Throw some grenades, clear things out a bit. Oh boy. There goes our shields. We got a decent amount of health, thankfully. Uh-oh. That was part of the plan. That's what dying looks like. In case you want to know what dying looks like in this game. I'll see you when we get back to the point that we were at. Alright, we're back at where we are. So, let's... I cannot find his weapon again, so I'm gonna try and hopefully grab this Elite's plasma repeater. Oh god, that's a needler. That's a needle rifle that just hit me. That's a plasma. Right. Things aren't going well right now. Oh, well, that's why I couldn't pick it up. Okay. Alright, time to get back. Time to get back. In case you didn't see it, yes, you can drive the forklift. Now isn't the time to be driving the forklift. Let's get inside. The door's gonna close up, I believe. Come on, Carter. Thank you. Thank Carter, you're very lucky you're immortal right now. And onwards we go. Into the relay station. I have my gamma up pretty well, but yeah. Typically you would need your night vision. Night vision is in this game and it is useful in some spots.
Where's the rest of your unit?
We got split. I don't think they... It sounded bad on the comms.
All right, Corporal. Stay put. We'll get you a combat surgeon.
Damn. Plasma damage. Found something. I'll take that, Six. Not your domain.
I got a live one over here.
Come on. Out you come.
Pardon, Bick!
It's alright.
Get
We're
in
not gonna
here!
hurt you.
You're in here!
George.
I got her. Keep still, and I'll release you.
Eat Vanak.
What's the status? Over!
We've been engaged! Bad guy coming out!
Tango Group Head. Permission to pursue.
Negative 4, stay on the entrance. 2, handle her. 5 and 6, clear the hole.
I'd say now is a good time to turn that night vision on. We're back to the assault rifle and pistol, so that should be fine right now. After all, we gotta save that trooper and the girl. That won't work that well if we're dead. Let's try this again. Yeet. Alright, there we go. That's a bit of a better start. And yeah. Grenades can do a pretty decent amount of damage, even on normal, so keep that in mind. I don't have any grenades. So, there we go. As I said earlier, aim for the hands of a jackal if they're holding a shield. There are other kinds of jackals, one of which we saw earlier, called the skirmisher. They are far more mobile and are also a lot more painful to deal with, as you can imagine, because of that fact. Fuck you.
There's more. Flush 'em out. I've got you covered.
Alright. We're gonna have to deal with an energy sword here, as you can see coming at us in the background. And, oh frick, he's got... Oh frick, get away! Yeah, that tells you all you need to know about energy swords. I promise that wasn't part of the plan, but it's kind of what happened. Energy swords are one-hit kill, but they're melee. Be careful around them, to say the least. Stick them, and hopefully they'll taunt. They can also shield, though, as you saw earlier. They're immobile, but they're also immortal. Nothing you can do about it. Let's try and grab him. There we go.
Noble 5 reporting. Targets neutralized.
Cat needs you to reset a junction. Do it, get back here.
We'll get a better look at the energy sword later on, don't worry.
How long?
Question of my life. If the question is, when will the station be back online? 2 weeks, earliest. This is plasma damage. All major uplink components are fried.
2 minutes is too long.
Which is why I'm splicing into the main overland bundle to get you a direct line to Colonel Holland. You're in my light, Commander.
Find out what she knows.
What's your name? Do you live around here? Nevin George.
Shada.
Shada? C'est pas Nev. Your accent sounds familiar. Chapron?
Tangari.
Friend of yours?
Father.
Sha'ain along. I'm sorry.
Why would you be?
Big man forgets what he is sometimes.
She just lost her father. She needs a full psychiatric workup.
She's not the only one.
Lock it down, both of you. Get her on her feet. The body stays here.
Thank you, sir.
Signal. It's patchy, but it's there.
I'll take it.
Let's not touch anything. We wouldn't want to ground this place.
Jerry, getting you. What's your situation? Over?
Colonel, this is Noble One. There are no rebels. The Covenant are on Reach. Acknowledge?
Come again, Noble One? Did you say Covenant?
Affirmative. It's the Winter Contingency.
May God help us all.
That's the only mission we're going to be doing for today. But there is 2 other things that I want to bring up. Actually, 3. So I'll see you all back in the mission on Legendary, believe it or not.
Let's go, 6. Alright, Noble Team.
Alright, as soon as you get off of the Pelican, sprint as far down as you can. You're going to need all of the sprint that you can get in order to find it. There they are. There's a hidden elite. If you can get there fast enough. Said it hidden elite dropped the second of our data pads. I sadly did not reach him in time. But yeah. You get the idea.
Make out any ID?
I'll see you all in a little bit. Our other 2 things are before any contact happens, so I feel fine doing it. So, this building over here, right before her engaging with the Covenant. If we head through this first building and into this courtyard, and head over here.
June, you see anything?
As you can see, the ground is raised a bit here. If you have 2 players, you can get up there and on top of the roof, skipping the trigger that would cause the Covenant to become hostile. Set trigger is skipped, and therefore it's our first instance of a glitch in this game. Said glitch is called the Friendly Covenant glitch. Our other one is over here, and this is a major speedrunning thing. Right down here, if you can get a plasma pistol, I'm gonna try this, but I don't know if I can. But as you can see... Oh, Frank, this might not be a good idea, to be honest. Yeah. I had a feeling this wasn't gonna work out. I'll try for a bit. If I can't do it, I'll just say what it is. But we're gonna want to get a plasma pistol and try and shoot it at the Pelican in the sky. Alright. I think I can give it at least one try, but the Pelican's probably too far away now. But you can see the distance on that right there. If you are a good enough shot, or you who hit it early enough, you can hit the Pelican, drop it to the floor, and then through careful checkpoint hitting, to make it so you can basically fly over to the final section of the level. Wait, is this... No. I'm gonna try a little bit longer. If I can't get it, it's fine. I'm probably too far anyways. Come on, dang it. Yeah, I didn't get it. But that is a giant speedrunning strat. Or at least it was when I followed the speedruns of this game. That is all I want to talk about right now about Holiday. If you want to see exactly what I'm talking about, there are other videos out there, definitely by people who are better at this game and know more about it than myself. But with that said, that will be it. Thank you all so much. I hope you decide to continue watching from this point forward. Next time. we'll be heading on to Oni Sword Base, as a winter contingency has started, and the very military is already under attack. See you then.